So what is it with making $10,000 a month that's just so appealing? I remember before I started my entrepreneurship journey, I would sit and fantasize about how great it would be to make $10,000 in a single month. I never really sat to think about the amount. It just always had a nice ring to it. Maybe because I knew that if I made $10,000 a month, that by the end of the year I would make $100,000, and it felt like everybody that was successful was making at least $100,000. So it was always something I strived to make. And just a couple months ago, I finally hit that in my Turo business. I made $10,000 in 1 month. And since I basically started this channel to talk about business, and I've been doing a lot of Turo talks, I thought it was just right that I would share these numbers with you guys. So today I'm here to share my experience with how I finally was able to make $10,000 on Turo, how long it took me, and some numbers surrounding that. So let's jump right into it. So if you guys have seen some of my other Turo videos, you guys know that I've been doing Turo for 2 years now, or almost 2 years. And I know some of you guys might be thinking, damn, it took you 2 years to make $10,000. I do have other businesses that I run, so at this time, Turo is still just a side hustle for me. I have an admission station that is open 7 days a week, and just until recently, maybe about less than a year ago, where I made that business 100% passive, I was working hours into that business, putting time into that, just growing the business and growing the overall customer base. And I also have a auto shop where we do full auto repairs, we do motor transmission swaps, and sometimes I have customers that have insurance jobs, and either I'll do light insurance work, light body work, or I can subcontract that out to one of the body shops that I do work with. I'm also a licensed dealer, so I do sell cars, and I've been doing that for about 5 years. So like I said, I have other stuff going on besides Turo, and that's actually one of the main reasons I got into Turo. Was I was looking for a business that I could also run that wouldn't be so time consuming. So even though it took me 2 years to hit $10,000, I definitely could have achieved this goal a lot faster. But between running my other businesses and also my son being born a year ago, which I took a lot of time off to spend with him, which I'm so grateful that I was in a position that I could take time off work when my son came back from the hospital and spend that time with my family. And it's truly been one of the greatest years of my life, if not the greatest year of my life. And just being in a position where I own my own time to have the ability to do that, it just meant everything to me, and I definitely don't take it for granted. And at the time when I first hit $10,000 that month, I actually had 15 cars listed on the platform, but I believe I was only running about 12 of those cars, and one came in about halfway through the month. Things don't always go smoothly. Cars go down, parts need to be ordered, we have to wait on parts, and that part can't come in for a few days. Well, basically that car is gonna sit for a few days. If I have 15 cars, everything running smooth, nothing's going on, I'm pretty sure I can make more than $10,000 a month with the way I run my business. And not to mention, we're still feeling the effects of COVID-19. Now, I'm sure you know somebody somewhere, seen somebody online somewhere once upon a time that made $10,000 and they only had 3 or 4 or 5 cars. Let me ask you this, do they own all them vehicles? If so, how much money do they spend on those cars to make $10,000? Now, you can have a high-priced car that's going for $150 or $120 a day. If somebody doesn't own the vehicle and they're paying a car note, or they have other expenses that they're responsible for, and the vehicle is actually depreciating faster, if they're not tracking depreciation, then it could look like they're making money, but they could actually be losing money. The way I run my Turo business, I purchase all the vehicles outright, so I own them. If I make $10,000 a month, that $10,000 is not going towards any car note. It's just going towards my expenses, insurance being the biggest one. And actually, the first month that I made $10,000, I was operating that business at a 70% profit margin, with my insurance being the biggest expense at $1,500. I'm sure some of you guys out there want to know, how much did it cost me to actually acquire all these cars. So the 15 cars that obviously I didn't get all at one time, I'm adding vehicles as I'm going, cost me $86,547. And that's just the cost of purchasing the vehicle, getting the vehicle ready to go on the platform, registering the vehicle. So my first month actually hit a little over $10,000, including the reimbursements that I got from a few trips. My insurance was $1,500 that month. I also spent another $1,500 on parts, bringing me to about $7,000 to $8,000 in profit, which, if we're going back to the number that I mentioned that I spent to purchase these vehicles, $86,000, that puts me at almost a 10% return on investment monthly. When the time comes, these vehicles are going to be getting sold, which I'll be getting all the money that I paid back for the car, if not more than what I paid for the vehicle. So my strategy, if executed properly, means that I get to purchase the vehicle, I get to rent the vehicle out for cash flow. When it's time to get out of the vehicle, my exit strategy is to actually sell the vehicle for the same price that I purchased it for, if not a little bit extra, meaning that I made a profit on the initial price of the vehicle, and I also got to keep all the cash flow from renting the vehicle. So what about the vehicles that get into accidents or total loss situations before I get a chance to sell them? Well, I actually made a video all about that, and I've never lost money on a damage claim on Turo yet. I've either broken even or more times than not made a profit. Now, even though I prefer to buy the cars outright and not make payments on them, being 2 years into the game, it actually gives me the option to go out and finance a vehicle at this point. Because let's say that I'm renting a finance vehicle for 3 or 4 months and it gets to an accident and it gets totaled out and I don't have gap insurance, and Turo said they're gonna pay me, let's say for example, they're gonna give me $10,000, but I owe $14,000 on the car. That means that I'm $4,000 in the hole to the finance company or the dealership. Because of my cash cars and because of the cash flow that I have from the vehicles, I actually have the luxury, if I wanted to, I can go out to the dealership and purchase or finance a vehicle, and if anything happens, I still have my cash cars that I can use as cushion. So that's what I would suggest for you guys who are thinking about getting to Turo. Instead of financing a vehicle, think about purchasing the vehicle with cash. Once you get enough cash flow going to protect yourself, at that point, if you wanted to, if the numbers made sense, you can go out and finance a vehicle, and if anything happens, then you can at least use some of your cash flow to cover yourself. So now that I've hit $10,000 and achieved my goal, what's my next goal moving forward? Well, I think with my current location and the amount of space I have, and let's say I want to put a little more hustle in, I really feel like I can make $20,000 a month in this business. Willing to bet it's going to take me less than another 2 years. Hopefully next year or by the end of next year, we can make that happen. Speaking it into existence, follow the journey. Let's see what happens. Since I'm currently just rolling all my profits back into the business, at some point next year, I would like to start taking some profits out of the business. I want to use the money, not blow it. I want to keep investing it, keep adding more cash flow, keep investing into other businesses. And I like to share that with you guys here on this channel to both inspire you, motivate you, and to also let you know that if I can do it, you can do the same. All you have to do is tune in, take some notes, take some advice, be teachable, and implement what you learn. And it's just crazy to look back and see how far I came from those first couple of months where I only made a few $100s, where I was pricing my cars way underpriced, where I was letting guests just get away with everything because I want to be the nice host. Fast forward to now, I have a more experience on the rental business as a whole. My customer service skills have increased, so you guys can definitely skip a lot of these lessons that you don't have to learn the hard way like I did by just simply watching this channel. I've pretty much been through every situation you can imagine on this platform. So I just wanted to come on here and share that with you guys. A great milestone for me, great milestone in my Turo business. So like always, if you guys appreciate these breakdowns, give your boy a like, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell so you can be alerted every time I post a new video. I'm doing 1 video a week right now, but I definitely plan on kicking that up to at least 2 videos a week. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. Let me know what kind of videos you guys are interested in. Any questions you have, I try my best to answer all the comments on these videos. And as always, appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time around.